One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking to throw at Simmons. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the catch. It's Wallace. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield, and all things looking pretty.
Pulls it in on the right, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Puts it out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Pocket breaking down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Message sent. Not only did I just stick him, I'm going to give him a few words like, hey, listen, bud, you want to take off and scramble? I got plenty more where that came from. Great job by the defense, setting the tone with some physicality.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. Third and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check-down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice play there catching the pass, and I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They bring him down, and the big play will move the sticks. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Toss to the outside. Runs through the tackle. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge. Get the edge. Block it up really well. And then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got it in the middle, it's right. Stumbled to the ground. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stribling. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
With the catch, it's Stribling. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Jet sweep pass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
To the air, it's Simmons. It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Ahead. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Brown. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Rushes on him. Right on target this time. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw on third and short. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 50. Yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Randall. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead up to 5 in the second quarter.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to set the tone with the run. Turning it on! They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Under fire. That's caught. It's Williams. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
On the run, it's Davidson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to run, it's Davidson. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After run, now throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He got it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
With the catch, it's Lee. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the ground to try to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still execute at a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They go to the wide receiver screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Wants to pass. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Tigers will have it first and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. grabbed in the backfield. It's Randall. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Back open in the middle. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Roll it.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him! And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Motion from the wideout. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Fakes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to UCLA. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks, it's Lacey. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop coming.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Got a man. It's Stribling. Good, solid tackle. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Touchdown, Rebels! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
So with a late touchdown, no time remains, but they'll go for 2 here and try to make the score a little closer. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Zings it complete to the right. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good, and they're down by just 1. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending